Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss regarding the next topic. Okay, next topic in the waves, right? That is the transverse wave equation. Equation of transverse wave and the velocity of transverse wave in a stretched string. Okay, the equation of transverse wave and the velocity of transverse wave in a stretched string. Right, so which is very important. Okay, very important. Listen carefully and write down the notes. Whatever the notes I am sending, and send it the notes by evening 4 p.m. Okay, so first listen the class here. See whatever the waves, okay, form in the string. Okay, they are called transverse waves. Here we are taking a string, an ideal string. An ideal string is flexible, uniform. Okay, right? An ideal string is what? Flexible and uniform, and also it is very free to move here and there. Okay, it will do set of vibrations here, right? And its length is more or long compared to its diameter, right? That is an ideal string. What are the ideal string characteristics? It should be a flexible, okay, flexible and strong, and also uniform, and its length is more compared to its diameter. Now let us consider a string, okay, which is fixed at two ends, okay, which is fixed at two ends and plugged at the middle, which is perpendicular to the, what we can say, we are plucking the string, middle of the string, and which is in the perpendicular direction to the length of the string. Okay. Now what happens when we pluck the string and when we release? What happens? A set of transverse waves will be produced. A set of transverse waves will be produced in the string. Okay. Produced in the string. Now here, see how the transverse wave will be produced. See, when we pluck the string or when we took the string and release, what happens? It will goes to mean position. Okay, due to whatever the tension in the string, it will goes to the mean position. When we pluck the string, when we release, it will goes to its mean position. Due to what? Due to tension in the string. But due to inertia, it will overshoot and it will goes to the other extreme position. Okay, it will goes like this. It will goes like this. Again it will comes up like that. It will goes and comes. And what happens here? Transverse wave will be produced. Now what is our intention? Here we are going to find the equation of transverse wave and velocity of transverse wave. Okay, very important. How we are going to find here? Let us consider a string. Okay, here which is plugged perpendicular to the length of the string and it is released. Now let us consider the picture when it is at extreme, one of the extreme position. Let us consider the picture of a string which is at one of the extreme position. Now let us consider a small element in the string AB. Let us consider a small element of the string AB, okay, whose length is dx, which is between the coordinates x and x plus dx. X and x plus dx. This small element AB, whose length is dx, which is in between the coordinates x and x plus dx. Okay, here that small element we are considering in the extreme position. Okay, right? AB, and whatever the see here, the tension of the string is taken as T. The tension of the string is taken as T. Here the tension T at point B, okay, making an angle theta 2 with the x-axis, and the tension T, okay, along x-axis at point B makes an angle theta 1 along the x-axis. Right? Now here the components of The components of this tension along a horizontal direction are given by T cos theta 1 and vertical direction is given by T sin theta 1. Here, whatever the string we are taking, it has some tension, okay, some force, tensional force. Due to that tensional force, it restores and it goes to mean position. Due to inertia, it goes to other extreme position. Like that, the transverse vibration will be set in the string. The string is fixed at both ends. Remember it, okay? Right. Here, whatever the tension P at point A, whose component along x axis is T cos theta 1 and whose component along y axis is T sin theta 1. The displacement of this small element AB, the displacement of this small element AB along y direction is y, small y along y axis, okay. The displacement of the element AB is how much? Small y, right? T cos theta 1, T cos theta 1 and T sin theta 1 are the tensional components along the horizontal and vertical directions. Okay. Now, along at point P, the components of tension given by T cos theta 2 and T sin theta 2. Okay. Here, when we observe here, the component of T cos theta 1, T cos theta 1 and T cos theta 2. Okay, T cos theta 1 and T cos theta 2 are both are equal, same, and they will balance the force of the element AB. Okay, now the force along y direction, the whatever the force we are pulling, okay, the restoring force along y direction is given by the resultant force along y direction. The resultant force along y direction is given by Fy, because along x direction the components of tension T cos theta 1 and T cos theta 2 are same. Both are equal and they are same. But along y direction, the resultant force along y direction is given by Fy. Okay, Fy, which is equal to how much? Fy is equal to T sin theta 2 minus T sin theta 1. Okay, the resultant force along y axis, this displacement force along y direction is given by, along x direction both are same, along y direction Fy is equal to T sin theta 2 minus T sin theta 1. Okay, now here Fy is equal to T into sin theta 2 minus sin theta 1. Okay, T into sin theta 2 minus sin theta 1. But whatever the angles we are taking here, theta 1 and theta 2, the whatever the element AB is very small, okay, whose length is dx and which is very small, the length of the element AB is very small, hence the angles theta 1 comma theta 2 are also very small. Hence we can write sin theta 1. Hence we can write sin theta 1 is equal to tan theta 1. Tan theta 1 is nothing but what? Slope y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. We can write simply along at point A, because we are taking sin theta 1 at point A, this can be written as dou y by dou x, which is a slope. Dou y by dou x at x coordinate x. Dou y by dou x at x. Okay, so the sign, because theta 1 and theta 2 are very small, because the element AB is very small, theta 1 and theta 2 are very small, hence we can write sin theta 1 as tan theta 1, but tan theta 1 is a slope, that is dou y by dou x at x. Okay, similarly we can write sin theta 2 is approximately equal to tan theta 2, which is equal to dou y by dou x at the coordinate x plus dx. Okay, dou y by dou x at x plus dx. Now the total resultant force Fy can be written as, the total resultant force, the Fy can be written as Fy is equal to T into dou y by dou x of x plus dx minus dou y by dou x of x. Okay, this is the resultant force along y axis. Okay, the resultant force of the spring along y axis. Right? Now we got this expression here. Okay, I am removing this. So at last we got this expression. How much? Fy is equal to T into dou y by dou x of x plus dx plus minus dou y by dou x of x, isn't it? Dou y by dou x of x. Right? Now here we can expand dou y by dou x of x plus dx by using Taylor's series. Okay, by using Taylor's series, dou y by dou x plus dx can be written as dou y by dou x of x. Okay, plus dou y by dou x of dou y by dou x into dx. Okay, dou y by dou x of x plus dou y by dou y of dou square y by dou x square of dx plus dou square dou cube y by dou x cube into dx square by 2 factorial plus so on. Like that, the whatever the Taylor series, by using Taylor series we can expand dou y by dou x of x plus dx like this. Okay, now see here neglecting higher order terms, dou cube y by dou x, neglecting higher order terms, we can write this Taylor series dou y by dou x is how much? This much. Okay, we can write this. So in place of this value, we will substitute this value. What will we get? Fy is equal to T into dou y by dou x of x plus dou square y by dou x square into dx minus dou y by dou x into x. Okay, dou x into x. Right? So here dou y by dou x of x, dou y by dou x of x will be cancelled. Right? Now we will get how much? We get how much value? Fy is equal to T into dou square y by dou x square. Okay, this is the force along y direction. This is the force along y direction into dx. We are getting into dx. Okay, this is the force along y direction. Now we know that see the mass of the element, AB is, the mass per unit length of the element AB is small m. Mass per unit length. The mass per unit length of element AB is small m. Hence, the mass of the element AB will become what? M into dx. Mass. See, mass per unit length. Mass per unit length is m. If it is multiplied by the unit, length of the element, what happens? The per unit length will be cancelled. We will get what? Mass. Okay. Mass per unit length of the element AB is small m. If you multiply with length dx, we will get mass of the element AB. Okay. So hence mdx. mdx is the mass of the element AB. Okay. And here the acceleration of the element AB. The acceleration of the element AB is given by along y-axis at time t is given by dou square y by dou t square along y-axis. The acceleration of the element AB. Now, according to second law of Newton, we can write the force along y-axis is Fy is equal to mass into acceleration. Isn't it? Here mass is how much? We got m dx. into acceleration is how much? Dou square by dou t square. Okay, this is what our force along y direction. But already we got this equation 1. Let us consider as equation 2. Okay, already we got the force along y axis how much? T into dou square by dou x square into dx. And we got, according to second law of Newton, Fy is equal to mdx into dou square by dou t square. Comparing these two, we will get, see, comparing these two, we will get t into dou square by dou x square into dx is equal to m into dx into dou square by dou t square. Okay, dx will be cancelled out. Okay, we can write dou square by dou t square. Dou square by dou t square is equal to t by m into dou square by dou x square. Just bring m here, left side. We get dou square by dou t square is equal to t by m into dou square by dou x square. Let us compare this equation with equation of motion, wave equation. What is the wave equation? We have dou square by dou t square is equal to v square into dou square by dou x square. Isn't it? Already we got this equation. Wave equation. Differential wave equation is how much? Dou square by dou t square is equal to v square into dou square by dou x square. Compare this two. Here, see, this is the equation of transverse wave. Let us consider capital here. This equation represents what? Transverse wave equation. And when we compare this wave equation to this, we will get, compare this equation, we will get v square is equal to how much? T by m. Hence v is equal to how much? Under root t by m. So the velocity of transverse wave is what? Under root t by m. Where t is what? Tension of the string and m is what? Mass per unit length. So the velocity of transverse wave along a stretched string is how much? Under root t by m. Okay, this is the equation of what? Velocity of stretched string along the, see, velocity of transverse wave along the stretched string. So this is the equation of transverse wave and this is the velocity of transverse wave along the stretched string. Okay, so this is for the derivation. Okay, very important. Listen carefully the class and whatever the notes I am sending to you, write down that notes and send it by evening 4 o'clock. Okay, thank you.